Hello.
Hello, how you doing today, bud?
Good, how are you?
Good, I'm good.
Yeah, it's been like, what? It's almost been 2 months, I think, since we've done a
yeah, 2
podcast.
months, month and a half.
People watching the video, we're outside. There's a car coming right now. You'll probably hear it.
Car. Let's go. Perfect way to start the podcast.
Yeah.
Best
Good
day.
energy, good
Good
energy.
energy all
So,
around.
what have you been up to since, geez, that was July, I think, the last time we posted?
Yeah, July. Let's
Yeah.
see. Since then, I've gotten some big news, actually.
Yeah?
Dad's getting married.
Congratulations.
Yep. We got that news right after the podcast.
I think literally the day we filmed it, it's on his Instagram, and I said, Logan.
You open your phone right as we into the podcast.
We like cut, and then
hey,
I was like, hey man, congrats. Got a new stepmom. And you're like, huh? And I was like, oh, you haven't seen your dad's Instagram.
Nope. You didn't even text me about it.
It was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah.
You know,
I talked to him about it that day he got back. I was like, hey man, so what's up? And he's like, yeah, what? I'm like, what?
What do you mean, what? Yeah, no, that's awesome. I know,
he
asked me to film it. I'm super nervous for that.
That's gonna be fun. Don't be nervous. You're fine.
Yeah, well,
You're gonna do great.
he was, oh, thanks, buddy. He was texting me about, like, do I have a drone? And I was like, no, I don't. But he was like, oh, I was thinking of, like, getting one, and then you can just keep it after your payment.
We have drones.
You do?
We have drones, but I don't know if they're good drones.
Oh,
we have a couple, like, cheapy, not necessarily cheap ones, but the ones we bought, like, the cameras aren't too well, and it's always too windy to fly them.
Oh, yeah. And
on the coast, it's going to be windy. I don't know if a drone's a good idea.
I'm like, no, we'll figure it out.
It'll be fine.
I hope so, buddy. I don't want to mess up your dad's
I was talking to him, and he was like, I like his work. He's like, I doubt he's going to do a bad job. I'm like, he's not. He's just stressed about it. So you stress. You do stress.
I do, yeah. That's just the reality of it. But yeah, let's see. Since July, I've gone back to school.
Yeah.
This semester's been kind of kicking my butt.
Has it?
Yeah.
Is Spanish is it harder? Or?
No, Spanish has actually gotten easier just because I'm like numb to it. If that makes sense. I'm just like,
You're like, this is how it is.
Yeah, that's how it is. Bio is the one I'm just like, I do not.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just because science is not my subject, obviously.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, oh.
Yeah, I don't get why you have to learn science for film anyway.
It's a general ed class.
Yeah.
Well, same thing with Spanish. That's why I have to do it. 4 semesters.
Yeah, general ed.
Well, that one's just for my specific major and where I want to go. And it's like, it's kind of dumb, but it is what it is. I've kind of just accepted that.
Once you get through all this dumb general ed stuff that you need, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I know. That's when we all separate.
I know. But you'll be in LA, and so if I ever go to Disneyland, I'll try to stop by and see you.
You'll hit me up.
All right. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Just if I'm in the mood.
Yeah.
If I have the energy level.
If my mom paid you.
Yeah. If your mom's payment goes through.
Yeah, to hang out with me. Yeah.
Don't worry, it'll be significantly less because we'll be away.
Yeah, that's true. Well, maybe it'd be more though because you have to go out of your way.
Well, I won't be going out of my way. It'll be if I'm within a minute of you, I'll visit you.
Oh, okay. Well, let's hope for my sake that doesn't happen. You thought I was gonna say that.
You're gonna say that does happen. Yeah.
No, I don't want to see you ever
We're
again.
horrible friends.
I know.
I hate you.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too because tracing back our friendship, I sent it to you, and my dad sent me the clip of us at 8th grade graduation. Yeah. Before we were even really close friends, we just somehow got paired up to walk together in and out. Yeah. And then it's like, it's strange. Yeah. It's like you would become to be one of my best friends,
Well,
Yeah.
You became one of my best friends too.
Let's go. We have the best friends badge.
We do. We got it tattooed. Actually, no. We should get.
I actually ripped.
Heard that.
I know. I don't know.
Man.
Yeah.
The famous striped shirt. No.
My Target shirt. You're one of.
Yeah.
Have we talked about Target drip on here?
I don't think we've talked about Target drip on the podcast.
Every time me and Logan go to Target, like...
Every time we go to any place with a Target nearby,
we have to go to the men's clothing. Because Target has absolute mad drip.
They have the drippiest drip.
Yeah. It's like, it's so weird. I'm like looking forward to wearing, the blanket shirts you like. I'm looking forward to it too. I'm looking forward for it to be cool. It's like, it's
amazing.
And I'm like, dude, I'm just looking so forward to wearing it. Yes. It's so weird. Me too. But it's like, because all my good clothes I feel like are my winter clothes.
Dude, you look jacked in it. I'm not gonna lie. You look amazing.
You think I look jacked in those?
You look buff.
Definitely not. I don't know.
I think that was one of the first things I told you.
You told me, like, have you been working out? Yeah. And I was like,
it genuinely looked like it.
Nope. Yeah, it's crazy how that's,
Target drip. How did that start, Target drip? Was it graduation?
It was high school graduation. Yeah.
And I got the
jacket. Yeah, we went to me and Ed's for lunch, and then we went to Target just to kill time.
Yeah.
And, I remember, I got the bomber jacket, and then you got the Riddler jacket.
Riddler jacket.
Yeah. Yep. I still see, I'll see both of those there, and I'm like, that was, like, the start of Target drip.
It was.
Just grew from there, like, they have the best jackets, and I think...
They always have just, like... It's always nice. It's always genuinely, like, good clothing. And my favorite thing about it is it's not too, like, all branded like most things.
Yeah, it's not too expensive.
Yeah.
Either. Well, I take that back. It's a little expensive, but I'm like, but it's worth it.
There's so much clearance stuff over there, too.
That's true.
And it's not like it's bad clothes that are on clearance, either.
I know. I just, oh my gosh, I love Target drip so much.
Target drip is the best.
It's so good. Yeah.
We always... You know what? Last time on Monday, we did not hit up Target drip.
We did not have time. I did not have time.
No.
I had to go to work.
Yep.
Yeah. And then you got pulled over.
I got pulled over on the way.
I don't know if you want to talk about that.
I'll talk about it. Dude, there's traffic on right there where 41's just a road. So I was like, just chilling. And traffic was backed up. I was like, I'll just go around traffic.
Yeah.
And I was riding on the shoulder, going like 40. And then cop lights me up. I was like, gosh dang. Guy pulls me over. And I was like, hey man. He's like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm riding on the shoulder. And he's like, oh, you can't do that. And I was genuinely surprised because I don't know why, but I thought you could ride on the shoulder. And he's like, you can't do that. And I was like, oh, really? And he's like, yeah, man, you can't. And I was like, all right. And he's like, and you were going, he said you were going over the speed limit. And I was like, was not. I told him, I was like, nope, I was not. And he's like, well, I had to go over 55 to catch it or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I was going 40. You were in completely stopped traffic. If you want to catch up to me as fast as you did, you're going to have to go a little bit over 55.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. I was just like...
it
was in my head.
Yeah, what you told me was... Your analogy was so funny. You're like, I was as confident as a kid in that Batman shirt telling the cop.
I noticed the cop when I passed him. And... Well, no, when I passed him, I was like, I'm in the right. I'm not doing anything illegal. Passed him with a confidence of a toddler wearing a Batman t-shirt.
Yeah, that's just such a good analogy because
you know how confident that kid is.
You know how cocky and confident they are. Yeah. Oh man, that's too good. That's like the perfect analogy.
And then he asked me for my license and everything, and I was like, yeah, here you go. And he was like, because I gave him my insurance on my phone because I didn't want to. I forget. I think I didn't have it in my seat at the time, and gave it to him. And he was like, "Do you have the actual paper copy?" And I was like, "No, it's right there."
Yeah.
It's like you don't even need anything from it. All you need to know is the provider. I didn't say that, obviously. And he's like, "I need the hard copy." And I was like, "I don't have it with me." And he's like, "It's not in your seat." And I replaced the seat, so I was like, "It's not." And he goes, "Are you sure?" And I go, "I rebuilt the seat, dude. It's not." And he goes, "How about you take it off for me?" And I was like, all right. Took the seat off. Guess what? Nothing there but a tool bag and a little Ziploc bag of money because I have emergency money in my bike because I don't ever want to need gas.
Yeah.
I was just like, this guy.
This guy.
Oh, man. That cop.
Oh, man. Okay, can we just acknowledge, like, our setup tonight? Like,
we
wanted to sit outside because it's a nice night.
It is nice tonight.
Yeah, and then this is just this is the setup.
Best. Yeah.
We might have to. This might have to be the setup.
This is gonna be the setup.
It might be. And then it's funny that this podcast is the Mattyam and Friends podcast because, like, we need to get some guests.
We do need to get friends on because we are not.
We are not
at all.
Yeah.
We're coworkers.
Coworkers for the Mattyam. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing this for the paycheck, not because we actually enjoy.
Because we definitely get paid for doing this.
Yeah, we don't enjoy conversations with each other.
No, as soon as the camera cuts, dude, it's like...
Yeah, I'm going to leave. My car's right there.
Yeah.
Camera cuts,
just,
gone.
Just get out of here. Yeah. Yeah. Well...
Speaking... Well, sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
You went... Woo, and that just made me think of my truck. My truck is...
Oh, yeah. How's your truck?
I started it for the first time in like a year and a half.
Yeah. How's that going?
I mean, it's going all right. I mean, I got the front window put in because I want to get all the back glass and the front glass put in so I can take it out of the garage. It's going.
It's going.
There's just it's so weird because the whole front end's new because I wrecked it, and so not everything fits up perfectly. And I was looking at it the other day, and you know how it's got those chrome pieces around the headlights?
Yeah.
They look a little bit tilted out.
Oh no.
But I'm hoping once I get everything put together, like I don't know.
They'll straighten out.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why I think they look like that, but.
Yeah,
I'm
sure it'll.
Yeah, I gotta do all kinds of wiring stuff to it too. It's gonna be. You know the magnet charger that me and you both have in our cars.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wire that into the battery.
Oh, that's cool. That's legit.
That truck's gonna be so cool.
That's
I'm gonna
legit.
go broke driving it, dude, because gas is gonna cost a lot.
I know it's going up again.
Unfortunately,
yeah, I just got gas tonight, and I was like, damn.
I got gas on my way back from San Diego.
Oh yeah, how was that?
That was pretty fun. I had a good time. The drive sucked.
Yeah,
really
I know you called me.
Yeah, I called you on the way back.
I know, and I was tired, so I was like,
yeah.
just like, hey.
Yeah. The drive sucked, but being in San Diego was fun.
Yeah, you saw your cousin.
Hanging out with my bubba. He was fun.
That's cool.
Hanging out with Carson.
And I couldn't go with him because I went to a Weezer concert.
How was that?
Dude.
Yeah, I know you sent me the Island in the Sun video.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm like still, like, the night we're filming this.
Yeah.
If this was a week ago, I'd be at the Weezer concert.
Yep.
I'd be watching him right now. When I was going to get gas, I literally said, like, damn, I wish I would be at Weezer if this was a week ago.
Reminiscing.
Like, I'm still like, yeah, I've seen him the one time, obviously, when I saw him at Hell Omega, but I wasn't a fan. And this time being a fan and just like, oh my gosh.
Yep.
Dude, it was such a good show, but like, you know.
I know. We need to go to a concert sometime.
I know.
I've never been to a concert.
You've never been to a concert? Yeah. But it's hard to find a common group sometimes. Like, I don't know.
We don't have insanely different music tastes.
That's true.
Like I like the old bands like Weezer and stuff like that you like.
Yeah,
not old,
like 90s.
Old to us, yeah.
Yeah. The only genres I really don't like are like country and rap.
I don't.
Yeah.
Country's okay. I'll listen to country sometimes.
You can tolerate country.
Like, yeah, I can listen to it. It can be on in the background, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, this country song I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's a lie. There's some that I like, but.
That's
rap,
completely fine. I can't.
Old school rap.
Like Eminem, I could probably get behind.
Yeah, Eminem.
Eminem's
dude,
pretty good.
My dad, he'll torture me with his like clubbing days rap. Oh,
yeah.
God. It's horrible. I hope he listens to this podcast and hears me talk about this.
He's gonna comment. He's gonna be like, this is music.
Yeah.
This is legit music.
Oh yeah, no, it's his like, oh, this is what I call real music.
This is real music. His. Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah. I have started a new mission though. You know the Weezer video I made with my dad?
Yes.
My mission is to try to get Weezer to see it. Like, reaching out.
That would be funny.
I know. I'm, like, working through how to do it. I know the main singer has, like, a Discord. That might be good.
Yeah.
Today I DM'd, like, all the people that in the van that do have an account. Mm-hmm. And they're all just on scent, obviously.
Yeah.
So I'm, like, really trying to, like, crack down on, like...
Can you imagine how cool that would be?
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
You know what would be funny? I just thought, as you said that. Hey, you know you kind of want to do a part 2 of the Weezer video, but your dad's kind of, like, iffy about it. You should do Friend of a Weezer Fan.
Friend of a Weezer fan, yeah. But my dad's more into it now, though.
Is he? Okay.
Yeah, he's definitely come around to it, and he's like told me some ideas. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. That'd be funny. Like if you had like your dad, your mom. You can have Dom, me, Don, everyone. Like, we're like, dude, whenever we're in the car with him, it's always only Weezer.
It is only Weezer.
And then Jordan, I like Weezer.
I like,
you know?
Jordan's always supporting me.
Positive.
Yeah, okay, we gotta talk about that video.
The diss video?
The diss video. Everyone loves it, first of all.
Yeah?
So, like...
It's funny.
It's gotten... Yeah. Wait, have you even watched it?
Yeah, I watched it.
You finally watched it?
I did watch it.
But the main... Like, from 2 or 3 people I've gotten, the main thing is, like, how do you know so many people or have so many friends? And I was like... I just, like... To me, it was just, like... It was people that I've known for so long, and I would just be, like... Think of them and be like, oh, you know, reach out, see if they want to do it, and, like...
Well, it's not that you have friends, you have people that don't like you. That's the whole
thing.
Just kidding, buddy.
Yeah, no, you're not.
We love you sometimes.
No, it's just funny, because, like, they're all... Like, how do you have so many friends? Like, I'm just, like, it was literally, like, I would be, like... I'd reach out to somebody and be like, hey, I'm doing this video.
Yeah.
Do you want to diss me? Like, and I would kind of give, like, input, like, what to do.
Yeah.
And... I feel like some people did hesitate, though, to be like, that's too mean, I don't want to do it.
I didn't hesitate one bit when you asked me.
No, you just... My favorites are Wyatt's. Wyatt's was, like, because they're jokes, but a lot of them can kind of be true. Like, his was... One of my favorites of his was, he's like, yeah, like, Matthew's most viewed videos of him getting kidnapped. Now... I think it's his most viewed not because it's a good video, but because people were excited he got kidnapped. And, like, to me, I was like, that's so good. Like, oh gosh.
That's funny.
Like,
Wyatt's funny, though.
Wyatt's hilarious.
He's a funny guy.
I mean, you all killed it. You did good.
Yeah. Adon's is funny.
Adon's is funny.
It's funny to hear Adon talk for more than 2 seconds.
That's what everybody says. They're like, dude, that's the most I've heard Adon talk. It's like, it's so funny. But he's like, it's just the way he says, like, dude, his movie opinions are just so trash, dude. It gets me every time. No, and then my dad ripping into me, like, what was that? I had to do a Weezer video? Oh, gosh. Like, why don't you pursue a real career? Like, both of my parents did an awesome job, and, like, So, that's just funny because that video was in the works when we did the first podcast.
Yeah.
I don't even think we had filmed it yet. Or, I think I filmed the first part, like, with, like, the host.
Just a couple people?
Yeah, the host, like, oh.
Because we didn't do ours until we did
Mattyverse, yeah.
Yeah.
And that didn't even get filmed yet when we filmed the first podcast. We were talking about filming it.
Yeah, we were talking about filming it.
And so, let's
Hangover video that's still...
Yeah, it's lingering.
Who knows?
No, but the Mattyverse video, I guess the shoot went well.
It went well. Yeah.
Some people dropped out, like Mikey couldn't be there, and then Adon couldn't be there. But then Armando's brother, Tony came through.
In clutch.
He came in clutch. I had to, like... He was on the phone, and I had to, like, almost, like, beg him, like, dude, I need you, like, you're gonna save this.
That was great. I kept telling him, I was like, hit Armando.
Yeah, that's, like, that's the funniest part, too. Some people have said, like, it's so funny how he just hits Armando.
It's the best.
Yeah. I feel bad, though. I realize Armando only has his one line in the thing.
Armando's kind of like Evan, though, in the videos.
Kind of, yeah.
Like, he just wants to be there. He doesn't necessarily need to act.
Yeah, it's just like he plays himself. Yeah. He's so goofy.
Yes.
Yeah. So,
actually, I have an interesting question for you. Just about all the video stuff.
Yeah.
Do people, like, that don't know you think, like, ever come up, like, ask you or come up to you, like, hey, are you trying to be a YouTuber? Like, do you get that question at all often, other than when we make fun of you for it?
No, well, so...
Or is that a genuine
if it's, like,
concern?
somebody that's, like, you know, they're kind of getting to know me and they find out I make videos.
Oh, okay.
Like, yeah, usually it's, like, when they say, oh, you're a YouTuber, I'm like, no, I'm not. Like, although I've started just using it, like, I'm a YouTuber, like...
Yeah. You're an artist.
Yeah,
more of an artist.
Some people do think that I am, like, trying to be, like, a YouTuber, I guess, or, like, want to be, but that's just not the case. I don't want to do YouTube as a job. Because to me, in my eyes, like... Well, obviously I use YouTube as a place where people can watch my stuff.
Yeah.
But in my eyes, it would be so awkward to go to, like, a family reunion and they'd be like, oh, what do you do? And I'm like, I'm a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Like, I don't know. There's just something, like, weird about that. Yeah. Because, like, I don't know. Obviously, no hate to anyone who makes it, but, like, I don't know. For me, I'm just like,
it's not really your thing. I mean, your videos, it's more like a creative outlet for you.
Yeah. Like, I enjoy making the videos, obviously. I think it's a good, like, healthy hobby, too, I feel like.
I enjoy making the BTSs.
Yeah, the BTS. I mean, yeah, because it's gotten you guys involved. Yeah. And, like...
It's always fun. It's always... I mean, like, you can only go to the movies so many times.
Yeah.
You can only go bowling so many times. Like, having, like, doing videos with each other, like, that's fun.
Yeah. And, you know... It's kind of like you're making memories, too. Because, you'll look back, I would hope. You know,
we can always look back. And,
unless YouTube shuts down, that would be awful. I'd lose so many, like, memories.
Yeah, I mean, you would have them. Because you have all the recordings.
I have all the files and stuff, but, you know, sometimes I'm just like, it's on YouTube, you know.
Yeah.
I always worry, too, sometimes if it's, like, a long shoot, that I'm like, dude, they're not going to want to make another video. But it's, like, most of the time, everybody's been like...
I mean...
Like, we'll do another video.
Oh, yeah, I'd always do another video. I mean, it's not, like, stressful for us at all.
Yeah. I guess it's only more, like, stressful and serious if it was, like, for a school project and then, like, have a grade behind it. Because I remember when we did No Budget Films' a Corona Halloween... Because I thought it would take, like, a couple hours to film, because none of our videos at the time, like, took more than an hour or 2 hours to film. And it ended up being 6 hours. I felt so bad. But it was just such, like, I had to get it done.
Yeah.
But, yeah, that one was weird, too, because it was me following a script I had to write, because it was, like, turn the script in and then film it. And you just, I don't know, you have to be a really good script writer to, like, get good stuff. Yeah. But, like, for us, I feel like what works best for us is us improvising.
Yeah, or us...
Yeah. Yeah, because
that's what makes it fun. It wouldn't be as fun if it was scripted.
I think improvising is just better because it's more natural. Yeah. You don't feel like a robot. Yep. And I think you just get more genuine, funny stuff out of it. Like, yeah. It's always so fun to, like, just, like, crack up and then, like, I don't know.
Yeah, it's always on camera.
It's always on camera, yeah.
BTS is always the best.
I know. Did we talk about our favorite BTS last time? I think we did. Yeah.
Dude, the pits. Sweaty.
Are they sweaty again?
Yeah. Immediately, dude.
At night.
You just showered.
I did just shower.
Yeah.
Though it could be shower pit stains.
It could be.
You never know.
It could be. We'll call it that.
We'll call it that.
It's the pit stains, always.
Always, dude. I don't know. It's, like, gotten bad this year, specifically.
Yeah.
Because I'll be sitting doing homework, and then I lift my... Yeah, just sweating. And I'm like... What is going on? Like, So, yeah, my mom had to get me the anti-sweat deodorant. I don't know. There's like something.
Yeah, it's like antiperspirant or something.
Yeah, so I got some of that, but even then, I still sweat.
Yeah.
It's like it's definitely like slowed it, but like and contained it, but like I still sweat so much.
That's so funny.
Which is so weird to me. Like,
I don't know why you do that.
I don't know. Oh man. Well, you told me you have a talking point today.
Yes. So I finally watched Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
That was definitely one of the best movies in, what is it, Phase 5 of Marvel?
Yes.
Yeah. Definitely one of the best.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like, for me, it was very, like, emotional and had me hooked the entire time.
Yeah, it's more of like I'd say it's more of like a film than like
100%.
Like, it doesn't really feel like a Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's a lot different than what they normally put out, it was a lot better. Like, it was a lot more serious. There was a lot more at stake.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just, there's bad guys that want to destroy the planet. Like, that's every superhero
this time
movie.
Like one of them.
It was like, I need to save my friend.
Yeah.
Like,
dude, okay, so it's been. I think we could talk spoiler.
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Spoiler warning.
Oh shoot.
Go ahead.
I don't know, that movie, it's weird. I think I've told you, like, as I've gotten older, like, these arms are whacking out.
They slide down.
They slide down.
Yeah.
No, as I've gotten older, I've, like, gotten more, like, I guess maybe it's because I understand movies and characters a little more, because that's what I'm studying.
Yeah.
But, like, I get more emotionally attached, so, like, I will find myself, like, tearing up in movies, and...
Oh, yeah. That one had me, like, I was not, like, tearing up, but I was like, oh, it was a like, really?
Yeah, like the part that got me was when Rocket's, he's on the table and they're like screaming like,
don't with Quill.
Yeah, with Quill. And then the flash where he's with was it Lila?
Oh
Lila?
When he's like in the afterlife.
Yeah, and they're all like, and he's like, oh, can I go with you guys? And they're like, yeah. And then she goes, not yet, and I was like,
that got me.
And so I was tearing up and nothing fell, but then at that part a tear fell. I was like, oh my gosh.
I think I didn't have like a tear, but I could feel.
Yeah, like building up.
Yeah.
It's just so sad, and it's like, I don't know. And then obviously when like he comes back and then they're all like, oh my god, it's Rocket. And then even on the intercom, like, our friend's okay.
Yep.
Oh man, that was so good.
It was a great movie.
It was a great movie.
I think like the most emotional part for me was when he walks back into like the place and gets all like the little raccoons. Yeah, all the little baby ones, and he gets them. I was like, that part, I was like, oh man.
Dude, I know that movie was so like emotional.
It was. It really was.
But it's weird. You don't think like Rocket is Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
like,
don't.
Because, like, obviously now I know him from The Hangover, but I was watching it was on TV last weekend, and every time he would kind of yell, I could hear, like, Rocket in there, so it's just funny, but I'm like, dang.
Yep.
Bradley Cooper's is a good actor.
It's funny. The actual, like, the actor that walks around as Rocket Raccoon is Kraglin.
Yeah, it's James Gunn's brother.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's, like, walking around.
But an interesting point that Adon actually brought up, he said, okay, was Guardians good because it's a Marvel movie or because it's a James Gunn movie? And I said, I think James Gunn. Because it's definitely, like, they even marketed it as, like, a James Gunn film. Yeah. And I was like,
it's not.
He definitely got the control.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, Marvel has just been putting out garbage lately. I'm sorry.
I gotta say, the only good movie, like, obviously Spider-Man No Way Home was great.
Fantastic.
Guardians was good. Wakanda...
I haven't seen it. That's the only one I haven't seen.
I mean, I don't know. It's not a horrible movie to watch. Yeah. I don't think I'd watch it again.
Yeah.
Because it was... I don't know, Marvel movies are so predictable now.
They are. They feel very... Well, I think the whole superhero genre is just... It's very generic, it's very repetitive, and it's like...
There's no stakes.
Yeah, and it's like, I want to see something new. So, I was talking to Dom about that, and I was like, in a way, I'm kind of glad Marvel movies and superhero movies are, like, becoming, like, not as great, because it makes you want to watch something else, and you're like, oh, there's more out there.
There's more out there, yeah.
And, like, because, like, some great films have come out, like Nope, I really liked.
I love Nope.
Nope is such a movie. I think
I watched it 3 times in theater.
Did you? You watched it 3 times?
Once with you, once with...
I think I only saw it twice. You saw it with Nick, right?
Once with Nick, and once with... I forget who. I didn't go by myself, but I saw it a 3rd time. In theaters.
That's a great film. I love Nope.
Did me and you see it twice together? I think me and you saw it once, and then...
We saw it once.
I thought we saw it... I feel like I saw it with Evan, maybe.
Did you? I don't know.
I thought me and you saw it again with Evan.
You and Evan saw... No, because Evan doesn't like horror movies. I mean, that was not horror,
he says
but it's like
that,
suspense.
But then, like, he watched Scream with us and Halloween.
I think because those are, like, stupid horror, you know? So it's like, yeah.
Well, I think, too, because me and you talk about how we trash on him. I think he wanted that moment.
Yeah. Because me and him used to trash Pixar movies. Yeah. You joined in on that trend, too. Mm-hmm. But, no, Nope was great, and then I think you guys saw the Batman. I didn't see that with you guys.
You didn't see that one?
No, I saw it, but like I didn't get to see it with you. No,
the Batman's was a good one.
I think that's a really good film too. I think that's like, see, I see that more as like a film than like a superhero movie because it's more serious.
I feel like it's when the problems are more like kind of real world. Like, not, aliens are invading, the world's gonna die.
It's like something that could really happen.
Genuinely happen, yeah. Like,
we say that in the Guardians, it's like...
Okay, but my friend's sick, I need to save him.
Yeah.
Like, that's kind of the whole premise. It's like more my friend's thing.
Yeah.
Or, like, Batman, like there's this whole, like, crime thing going on. Like, that
could happen. But the funniest part of the Batman was when the Riddler's like... Hey guys, thank you for all the comments. His YouTube videos. His YouTube, like, I think that is so funny. Yeah. I will say about Guardians, something that was like not as great was the soundtrack. I think that's the weakest out of all of them.
I really liked this one.
Oh, did you? The soundtrack?
I didn't like the second one.
Second soundtrack? I think the second one has a really good soundtrack.
The first one was probably my favorite.
Okay. That one has all the classics,
really
I feel like.
Yeah. First one was the best. Third one I really liked. I didn't dislike the second one, but it was not as good as the first. Yeah,
soundtrack-wise.
Yeah. And I think the third one was better for me.
Well, like, let's see. I liked Creep by Radiohead. That's the beginning song.
I feel like I recognized a lot of the songs. I couldn't tell you their names.
Yeah.
I recognized a lot of them.
Oh, there was some... Oh, Beastie Boys. I'm not a Beastie Boys fan, but like...
You're not? I thought you... Oh, no, Beatles.
Beatles. Beastie Boys, but like, that captured the energy pretty well.
Yeah. My mom loves Beastie Boys. I watched that movie with her.
Okay.
Dude, watching movies with my mom is so funny.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a superhero movie. And I know more about that stuff than she does, but she likes to watch them.
Yeah.
And so, when Rocket was... It was on the table, I think.
Okay.
And, like, almost dying. And my mom was like, is he gonna die? I was like, I don't know, Mom. And she was like, if he dies, I'm gonna be mad at you.
Yeah. Well, didn't your mom tell you she wouldn't go see the new Spider-Man unless all three...
If she didn't know, yeah.
Yeah, like, all three of them were in it?
Yep.
So the funny thing, my mom is just... She doesn't watch superhero movies. She's kind of out of touch with that stuff. But I told her, I was like... Because she grew up with my brother and sister, like, watching the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man's classics. So I was like, okay, you gotta watch this new one, because, like, it's pretty... He comes back, and, like... I think I told her that before.
Yeah.
Or maybe I didn't tell her he came back specifically. I think I said all of his villains come back. And then... And I was like, she hasn't seen, an up-to-date Marvel thing. So, like, we were watching it, I kind of had to, like, update her, like, who's who. Because, like, obviously, you know, Ned's not in the old ones.
Yeah.
And then...
The guy in the chair.
MJ's has different first names or whatever.
Yeah.
So, once I updated her on that, she was like, oh, this is good. Like, she liked it. I was like,
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, it's a good movie.
No Way Home was really good.
No Way Home was a really good movie.
But, see, other than that, like, No Way Home and Guardians, like... That's about it, I feel like. And it's sad, because, like, I feel like every Marvel movie used to be so good.
But, yeah, speaking of out of touch, I haven't watched any of the new Star Wars TV shows. Like Andor or Ahsoka. Or I haven't watched...
Book of Boba Fett? No,
I did watch Book of Boba. I didn't... It was okay. Yeah. Episode 5 was the best, obviously.
Yeah.
I didn't watch Secret Invasion. Haven't watched Secret Invasion.
We watched one episode of that.
I don't plan on watching it.
Yeah, it's...
Like, the TV show started out so strong.
Mandalorian... Which is funny, because when Mandalorian came out, I didn't want to watch it, but my dad was like, I want to watch it, so I was like, okay, I'll watch it. And I was like, oh, this is good, because it's different. It's a space western. It's like, oh my gosh.
That's what I liked, which I didn't get why no one... Like, you were saying you didn't like Season 3. I was like, that's my favorite part about Season 3 is how it's not really geared toward any sort of Force user, Jedi, anything. Yeah,
my issue with Season 3, I felt like it was all over. Like, there was no... I feel like there was no main goal. Like, you know how, like, the first two, it's like, oh, get Grogu to this location, like, this specific... So it's like the whole series, they're working, and then it's like, oh, there's this side job, and then, like...
Yeah.
See, I kind of like that format, and this one was just different, like... There was a lot of filler episodes to me. I don't know. Like, the one with Jack Black and Lizzo, I was like...
Yeah.
I was like, what is this episode? Like,
yeah, I get that. I don't know. I liked it. I liked it a lot.
Good for you.
Because, I don't know, I think... I like when they have main goals, but when they're just... When it's, like, just them kind of going through life... And there's a problem. They're trying to get back Mandalore.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool to... Like, the whole episodes where they were getting all the Mandalorians together and all that. I liked it.
Yeah, I've watched Ahsoka, what's out right now, and I think it's pretty good. I like it. Because, see, Andor I was not a fan of, because it's a lot of talking, not a lot of action. I liked Obi-Wan. That was, like, a nice...
yeah, Obi-Wan was good.
Because I love Ewan McGregor. I think he's, like... He's Obi-Wan, come on. He's Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Obi-Wan.
Yeah. I mean, there's some ridiculous stuff in that show, obviously, like the whole trench coat thing. The stabbing thing,
Why did they nerf lightsabers, dude?
I know.
What happened?
I don't know. It's... Yeah, because, like... Ahsoka spoilers, that same thing happens. The girl gets stabbed. Yeah. And then the next scene, she's like... I'm like, there's no way, dude. Qui-Gon got stabbed. Exactly. He was done. I was like, bro... And then, like, even if you go back to the original Star Wars, Vader takes one swing at Ben, and he's just done. Yeah, he disappears.
I haven't been watching many new, like, TV shows and stuff. I'm just not. I can't get too hyped. I don't get hyped about.
Yeah, the hype is almost like kind of gone.
Yeah, but like I'm hyped about Loki season 2.
I am too.
I'm so hyped.
And I'm so hyped because Kiwi Kwan's in it. He's he's short round obviously.
Yeah.
But he was in Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Phenomenal performance.
He's good.
I love that actor too, just like him personally, because he's so like down to earth.
Pro-gravity.
He's pro-gravity. No, but like, I don't know if you've seen his like acceptance speech at the Oscars or Golden Globes. Like
I don't think so.
I think his best is the Golden Globes because that's like his first major award he got, and he's like crying and he's like, I was taught, where I come from, like never forget, like where you come from, and he's like, I'm so excited, like Steven Spielberg sitting right there, director of Indiana Jones, and he's like, you gave me my first like gig, so like thank you, I love you, and then he's like sitting there and it's like. He's just such like a down to earth. It's like hard to find that in celebrities now.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them are fake.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's hard for celebrities to be genuine.
It's definitely like a hard thing because if you're too nice, people take advantage of you. But sometimes I'm like, fame will go to their head, and it's like, like in the jerks to people, it's like, these people gave you what you are today in a way. But I also get that, it gets tiring. They can't just go about their days.
Yeah. Like all those like clips of Tobey Maguire.
Yeah.
Like but people that are like genuinely like paparazzis like that. Like that's
so like it's justified, but it's also, it's like, these people gave you what you are today. But it's just a hard battle, I guess. You got to pick like your battles, and then you do like one, like you might have one bad day and you're maybe a little more on edge, so now everyone's like, oh, this guy's a jerk,
and it's always like, on video,
but my favorite like people, like actors, are like, I love Owen Wilson. I don't know why. He's just like, he's
great.
Like if I ran into him, I'd be like, yo, it's Owen Wilson. He'd probably be like, how's it going?
Have you seen I know you've seen it, like him in Haunted Mansion, the clip of him act the actual ride, where he's like, I feel like people were surprised I'm not a talking car. Dude, it's so good. Okay, can we talk about Haunted Mansion? Oh yes, we have to. I was gonna bring that up eventually. So God, Haunted Mansion was great.
There was a lot of movies that came out this summer, but me and Logan one day we went to the coast for a day.
Let's tell the whole story.
Yeah, we gotta tell the whole story. So we went to the coast for a day, so that's like 3-hour drive. And
went to visit our friend Leah.
Yeah, she was vacationing there, so we drove up.
I was off of an hour and a half of sleep. You were off of how many hours of sleep? Not many.
5? Yeah. And
total of 6.5 hours.
Collectively,
Sleep.
But so we went there, and then so we spent the day there, like, and it's like so by this time that we kind of had a plan, it was probably like 4 o'clock, I would say. 3:30, 4 o'clock
to go to the movie.
Yeah, we were at the restaurant.
Yeah,
and Logan's like, oh, I kind of want to see. You wanted to see Oppenheimer.
I wanted to see Oppenheimer.
And I was like, oh, that's a 3-hour movie, like, and like we get back, we rough, and then that was the day Haunted Mansion was opening, so I was like, oh, I want to see Haunted Mansion. I don't know if you do, and you're like, yeah, I love the Disneyland ride.
I love the ride.
Yeah, same here. And so there was a showing at 10:15 maybe something at night.
Like that, yeah.
And so it was 3-hour drive back, so we're like, we'll hit up Haunted Mansion. And so,
see it.
But it's funny because that trip, you were going off at our house, so when you would ever get a little like tired. We would just get you food, and it was like, go on. That was me too, though. I feel like because like after when we stopped
at Taco Bell,
that's when we both got our second wind and just like went.
That was horrible.
No, it was so good. And then so we made it to the movie on time.
Yeah.
And I remember, so we were both watching it, and then us watching movies, we make little like
jokes,
quips, jokes, and then. I remember at the end we both looked at each other and you're like, it was a good movie, and I was like, great. I was surprised how great it was. Yeah. And then the thing you said, and I 100% agree with, and I tell people, is like, I haven't left like this happy from a movie in a long time.
Yeah.
But it's weird because it's like there's a lot of factors that could be like, okay, is it actually good, or are we just like
tired?
Because we were tired. But me and you have both grown up going to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Was it
when we tired, nostalgia? But you went to go see it again, and you said it was good.
Yeah, I saw it with my dad because he's a big Disney guy too. He wanted to see it, and he told me, he's like, I don't think it's as good as you made it out to be, but it's a good movie. But like, nah. And I was kind of watching it, and I was like, oh, it's kind of losing it. But after I completed it, I was like, no, this movie is still great.
It starts off really good, and like it doesn't lose any of its momentum.
It doesn't.
It's a great movie.
It's just like so like entertaining.
Yeah.
And like.
They keep
nothing like super stupid, because I feel like a lot of movies they
try to go over the top and stuff.
Yeah, and obviously it's like kind of kids horror because it's Haunted Mansion, you know, Disney. But like it's really great.
Yeah.
I don't know, like
it was funny to see it or watch it and see like things from the ride that were in
the attention to detail. Because I remember specifically the attic scene with the bride.
Yeah.
Like all the little pictures. I was like, I've seen that on the ride. Like, oh my gosh. That's and then. Funny. I loved the cast too. Like, I haven't really seen the main guy, Lakeith Stanfield, something like that.
Yeah.
I haven't really seen him in anything, but I was like, this guy.
Danny DeVito was in it.
Danny DeVito did great. Owen Wilson.
Owen Wilson did amazing.
Every time Owen Wilson was on screen, I had just a stupid giant smile on my face. Like,
he was good. He's a good character.
Yeah. And then who else? Tiffany Haddish, I'm not the biggest fan of, but
who was that?
She was the
psychic lady.
Psychic lady, yeah.
She's alright. She's funny.
That character works for her because it's a little out there, you know. And then I don't really like Jamie Lee Curtis either. She was Madame Leota, the ball, but I was like, oh, she's fine because
she's cool.
I don't know. She wasn't in it a whole lot, so I was like,
I was as I was watching it, I was like, you know who probably would have played this so much better is Sigourney Weaver.
Who's that?
Sigourney Weaver. She's in Alien. She's
in
your favorite movie, Avatar: The Way of Water.
She's in
Avatar.
Avatar.
Because like voice and everything, like they're kind of the same, but Sigourney Weaver is just a better actor, I think.
Yeah. Okay, I could see it. Yeah, for sure.
Have you seen the Alien movies?
I've only seen the original one. I've heard Aliens.
The original one is the only ones that are good.
I've heard the second. Good. I've heard the second one's good.
The first two are really good. The third's out there because she's like a clone. Okay. It's like an alien clone. It's weird.
That is weird.
Then Prometheus, which is like the prequel, is real. I love Prometheus. I can watch that movie
Okay.
It's a great movie.
I
grew up with those movies though.
Okay.
Like it's funny. I grew up being scared of those movies, and because my dad would watch a movie, he'd be like, "Come on, watch the movie," and I'd be like, "Okay."
Yeah.
And I grew up to love them. Prometheus was good. But the newest one, I think it's like Alien something.
Oh, Covenant?
Covenant.
Isn't it Covenant?
Yeah, it's alright.
I've seen the original Predator with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
That's a good one.
Yeah. And I've seen the newest one, which wasn't horrible, but it was like...
I like the newest one.
Yeah. I need to watch... I think they have a prequel to it called Prey on Hulu. I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's pretty good.
I've heard of it, yeah.
It came out like maybe a year or two ago now. Yeah. I've heard that one's good.
I watched Tombstone, finally.
Oh, how was it?
It's a really good movie. I like it. Yeah? I like... I forget his name. He plays Iceman in...
Isn't it... It's not Kurt Russell, is it?
Kurt Russell's in it.
Okay.
He plays Wyatt.
Yeah, because that's based on like an actual thing that happened.
He plays Wyatt.
I've been to the real one.
Have you? Tombstone?
Arizona. Yeah.
Nice.
It's cool.
Yeah. It was a good movie. Because Sam Elliott's in it. Kurt Russell. The guy that plays Iceman in Top Gun. I forget his name right now.
Oh,
he plays...
is he Batman too in one of them? What's his name? Ice.
Yeah, I think he's a Batman.
Yeah, Val Kilmer.
Yes, Val Kilmer.
Yeah.
He plays the blank on his name right now, but like the character that's got tuberculosis, so like the whole time he's sick. It's a good movie. That movie has one of my favorite lines. It's
we should talk about like favorite lines, but go ahead.
Favorite lines
in movies.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but go ahead.
Well, this is I really like this one.
Or if you just get the gist of what it says.
Yeah. Well, so like they're in like a big battle or whatever, and like they finish, and it's this guy, and he's talking to Val Kilmer's character, and he's like, he has tuberculosis, he's sick, coughing, like visibly sick. He's like, "Why are you doing this, man?" And he goes, "Why? It's my friend." And he goes, "I have a lot of friends." He's like, I don't. I don't know. I really like that line. It's a good line. It's a good movie.
Well, just from knowing you, like, obviously I'm not making fun of you, but like you definitely like. It sounds almost relatable to you. Not saying you don't have a lot of friends, but like you kind of like you like to keep your friend group small, I feel like.
Yeah.
So maybe that's...
I keep my close friend group small.
Yeah.
Like you, Evan.
That's it.
Yeah.
The rest.
I mean,
no, I'm just kidding.
like people that I'm like really really good friends with. Like as sad as it is to say, like my dad, my cousin Roger.
That's not sad.
Yeah, like like it is, but it's like really your dad's your best friend. Like yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, Roger's really one of my best friends. My cousin Carson, a really good friend. I've been close to them forever.
Yeah.
And, like, you and Evan, Evan. Like I haven't talked to that guy in forever.
I saw him at school the other day.
Yeah.
He's just been busy with school. Like that's what it came down to.
Well, he stressed himself out a lot about school.
He does, yeah. I mean, I do too. I feel like I stress about... Like, I'll look back at stuff, I'm like, why was I so stressed about that? That's kind of dumb. Okay, favorite lines.
Yeah, favorite movie lines.
Okay, I have a couple that have just come out, like, recently. So, Spielberg came out with a movie last year called The Fabelmans, which is basically semi-autobiographical of his life, you know, like, growing up making movies. So, obviously, very relatable, because I've grown up doing our videos.
Film, yeah.
But there's this line his dad in the movie tells him, and the whole movie, like, his dad's like, you know, when are you going to give up this hobby and, like, get a real job or, like, pursue something? And then, so the ending, he's like, you know, Spielberg's, his name's Sammy in the movie. He's like, I really hate school, I just don't want to do it, you know? And he's like, you know, you don't have to do it, like, I'm not going to force you. He's like, I should have stopped your hobby a long time ago, but, you know, it just kept going. But obviously he's saying it turned into something. And I think it's, like, at that moment or something, he looks at him and, like, the dad says, we're never not going to know each other.
Yeah.
And it's just, like, I don't know. For some reason, when I watched it, it just stuck with me. Like, we're never not going to know each other. It's just one of those...
Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense with you because, like, as of late, you're like, oh, man, like, the friend group's gonna...
Yeah... That's true with, like... But this was before, like, our group got so big.
Was it?
Yeah. I guess that's true, yeah, like, with everybody, it's like...
Like, you're very conscious of that.
Yeah, well, I'm never not gonna know all
you're
of
always
you.
Gonna... we're always gonna be in each other's lives.
Yeah.
We're not splitting up.
Yeah. So a classic movie line I love, too, is Meet the Robinsons, Keep Moving Forward.
That's
it's just so simple, but like it goes such a long way.
Yeah.
So that one stuck with me for a long time. And then I saw this last summer a movie called Asteroid City. And I guess I have to give some context why this stuck out to me. It was like this was the first week I started summer school, that Spanish course, and then, you know about this, like, I think the first week I had 55 activities to do. Plus workbook stuff and Canvas. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is like so overwhelming. And then I went with Mikey J to that movie Thursday night, and that's when all my work was due. I literally got it done maybe an hour before the movie was supposed to start. Nice. And so drove there, we went to see the movie, and then again there's this line near the end, one of the characters, he's like in a play, so he goes to the showrunner who wrote the scripts and everything, and he's like, I don't get it, like, am I doing this right? Like, how will I know, like, if I'm doing it right? And the guy just goes, he's like, it doesn't matter, just keep going, even if you don't understand, like, something, like, maybe you'll understand it later, maybe you won't, and that's okay. And I was like, oh my gosh, like, that's exactly what's happening to me right now, is like, am I doing this Spanish thing right? You know, like, am I doing this for a reason? And then from a religious standpoint, because I come from a religious background, it's like, for me, that was like God, like, talking to me through a movie, which is cool because it's something I like. Movies, I love movies. And it's like, God knew how to, like, communicate to me. And I was like, I don't know, it was like a really cool moment. Yeah. That's good. Like, what about you? Any classic movie lines or anything? Like or messages in movies?
So, like, one of my favorite... I have two movies that really stick out to me, like, when, like, speaking of, like, memories and stuff like that. I used to watch the Batman Dark Knight with my dad a lot. And one of me and his, like, favorite lines in it is when Joker says, like, why so serious? And, like, I like his character in that entire movie, because he's like, he's like, these are the things, like, I don't know, he's just such like a detached but attached character to like the world.
Okay.
Just because of how
sense.
much it's like he's trying to show the world like things, like when he's blowing up the boats and he's like I'm gonna do this and no one's gonna react, but if I do this, people react, and so I don't know. I like his whole his character in that movie he's just great, and a movie that I used to watch with my dad a lot too was Real Steel. I don't know if you've ever seen that movie. It's a Hugh Jackman movie. Okay. So in the movie, Hugh Jackman, Charlie, I forget his last name. His character's Charlie. He was a boxer, and like he wasn't a great boxer, but he was like really tough and resilient. And his one of my favorite lines that he says in that movie is he's talking about boxing, and he says the match isn't over till someone's on the mat. And like I like that kind of outlook on life, and like it's not over. I'm not done until I'm incapable of doing this anymore.
It's not over till you're 6 feet under.
Yeah, I don't know, I like it, and like that whole like father-son aspect of that movie, I really like because I've been so close with my dad my entire life.
Yeah, and that's awesome that you guys like have that closeness. Yeah. I mean, obviously, I have that closeness with my dad too, and my mom as well.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I've spent more time with my dad. I'm probably a little closer with him, but like, well, obviously, I spend time with my mom now.
It's a gender thing too. I bet it's
it's probably a bit of that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I sat and talked to your mom for what 20 minutes for you.
Yeah, well, it's weird because my mom connects with like all of my friends.
Your mom's super easy to talk to.
I know.
Like, I got there and she was like, oh, hey, you know, how you doing? How's work? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's because she cares, too, like, about just,
she was
just to ask about, like, how are you, you know?
She brought up, like, motorcycle stuff, and she sees accidents and stuff, and
she told me that, she's like, every time I see a motorcycle accident, I think it's Logan, and I get all worried, and I'm like, oh, he'll text me if he dies. I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Matthew, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'd be like, dang it. Just kidding.
You know, one thing I really wanted to talk about?
Yeah.
Like movie editing.
Okay.
So, and I was really pleased with the special effects in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
Yeah.
There was no moments where I was like, really?
Like it looked wacky?
Yeah, like in Doctor Strange Multiverse with the eye.
Yeah, well, it's weird, too, because a lot of the Marvel stuff, the VFX used to be really good, and then all of a sudden they're just, like, whack, and, like you
Thor
can tell.
Love and Thunder, like, when it's the young
the floating head, yeah. I don't know what...
It's funny, like, I sent you that meme, that stuff, and then, like, Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean has amazing CGI, like, especially for its time.
Yeah.
Early 2000s.
You're like, how did we go from this to this? Like, what happened, guys?
Yeah, well, apparently, too, with the strike, I've heard the Disney VFX team, specifically Marvel's branch, they're looking to unionize, I guess.
Ooh, that sucks for Disney, but, you know.
But, like, I feel like VFX artists are, like, really abused now.
Yeah.
Like, just, like... Because there's definitely, like, a deadline.
Like, definitely.
Yeah. They're just, I don't know, the studios are like, hey, you need to get this done, like, by this time. And sometimes, like, you know, I get it, you gotta do it, but it's like, sometimes, it's like, what they ask takes a long time for it to look good.
Yeah.
But yeah, Guardians CGI, if I remember...
It was really good. There was nothing...
Yeah, I can't remember if there's anything, like, wacky I thought about it either.
I couldn't think of anything. Like, I was really trying to find something in the scene with that one guy with, like, he apparently has a fake face.
Oh, yeah.
I was really trying to find something bad in that. But, like, the scene where, like, it's falling off, I'm like, that 100% looks like his face. Like, that's so weird.
Yeah, I think that was practical, too, because, well, obviously his face doesn't fall off, but, you know.
Yeah.
I think I saw a thing when the movie came out that he broke the record for most prosthetics used on an actor or something. It was, like, around 200 something.
It was like Drax that had that before, wasn't it?
I don't know.
Or maybe it was the Guardians of the Galaxy movies that had the record for...
Well, Drax has, like, probably the most transformation, because...
Yeah.
Yeah, although
Drax
this one
and Gamora, probably.
Yeah.
Well, but Nebula, too.
Yeah.
But hers is really just from, like, here up, because she's got the...
Yeah, it's insane, though, how long those actors will be in the chair. I'm like,
Or, like, Ryan Reynolds with Deadpool with his...
Yeah.
face. Have you seen the clip where he's like, no...
This is not good. Yeah. It's so funny.
And everyone's, like, throwing stuff around.
Yeah. Oh, that clip is golden.
It is. He's like, no.
He's like, this is not good. We gotta start over, guys. Yeah. I love Ryan Reynolds. I'm so hyped for Deadpool 3, but the stupid strike stopped production. the leaked set photos, they look so good.
It looked amazing.
With Hugh Jackman, and then the 20th Century Fox thing broke it. I was like, dude, this movie's going to be so awesome. I have no doubt it's still going to be awesome.
Oh, yeah, it is.
But, like, we got it. They just have to resolve this strike.
It's funny. Have you seen the, like, original X-Men movies?
Yeah.
So you know the first one, or I think it's the... Yeah, it's
I've
like
only
the
seen a
first
couple,
one.
but, like, yeah.
So it's like the first one, it's like X-Men, where Wolverine, Hugh Jackman... He like complains about the flight suits that they're wearing. He's like he makes a joke, or he complains about them, and then Cyclops goes, "What would you prefer, yellow spandex?"
Oh yeah,
because that's what he wears in all the comics.
Yeah.
So I like that they brought. It's not yellow spandex, obviously, but I like.
But it's like a comic accurate suit. Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
It's so good.
That's probably like one of my most anticipated movies to come out whenever.
I'm afraid to be too hyped about that one.
Yes.
Because I don't want to get too hyped and it not live up.
Yeah,
that's what you do.
That happens so much to me. Oh, we got a truck coming.
Especially in Marvel. Car.
I'm surprised. I thought there were more cars passing by, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, no, there's never really too many.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to leak your address.
Yeah.
To the public.
Yeah, I'm too famous.
It's definitely not been in a couple videos.
I always blur it. I always make an effort to look and blur. Yeah. What were we
You're
talking
not
about?
that famous.
What Deadpool? Yeah,
Deadpool,
I'm just so.
movies.
Yeah, I'm hyped for that.
Deadpool was. I think we talked about this in the last podcast, but Deadpool was like one of our.
That's how we bonded.
Yeah, that's how we bonded.
With the lines, just like, yeah.
Communicate during class with those lines.
Yeah, And then did we mention we always try to make an effort to put a Deadpool line in our videos?
We probably did, but we do.
Yeah,
that started with the Hello Superpowers
in Area 51 because that was in our bloopers. I'm pretty sure.
Hello Superpowers.
Or just like how you say stuff like in like, I know in Kidnapped you go, that was intense. Like that's definitely intense. Like a Ryan Reynolds energy. Yep. Yeah.
Well, I think I really feel like that's a quote from Deadpool.
Like, oh, that was intense.
Well, my whole like monologue at the end was definitely I was trying to be like a Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. You definitely pulled it off.
Yeah.
Oh, update on that video. How many views do you think it's at?
How many was it at before? What was the number?
Oh, in the podcast that I said?
Yeah.
I think we were nearing 2,000.
I want to say it's over 2,000. Probably, I'm going to go with 23.
23,000?
Yeah.
No.
No, 2,300.
Oh, no. 3.1. You got 3,000. Like,
I was trying to be generous.
I know. I don't know how that video, it's so weird because I posted that back in December.
6 months ago. Well,
yeah.
6-7 months ago.
And then, so, probably the first 6 months, I got normal views, like 100 something. I was like, oh, good video. Usually if a video gets over 100.
You should be worried about those cars driving by now.
I know. Just kidding.
That's funny.
Yeah. No, but then, like, it's weird. It just one day started kind of getting traction. I was like, oh, wow, we're getting near 200 and near 300.
Yeah.
Wow, could this pass the Halloween video?
You start looking at the blinds, you're like...
I know. I'm like, who's watching this? And then it's
funny.
Oh my gosh. And it's at 3.1.
Well, it seems like your audience is growing past your friends' parents.
I know. No, my audience is definitely growing. But it's not the most liked video.
What's the most liked?
The Weezer video has the most likes. Has 62
That's funny.
likes. Yeah. Oh man.
It's a funny video.
Yeah. But yeah, Kidnapped that's popping off.
That's gonna be a topic every podcast.
Yeah, just
until it stops.
Just
growing.
The Kidnapped update. Yeah. Yeah.
It's like those what is like that criminal for dun, 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 dun.
Yeah. Oh, Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order. Yeah.
Car. Well, we should probably try to wrap this up. Yeah. I think we've been going for an hour at least already.
It's been this. I feel like this is a much better podcast.
It definitely is.
A lot more organic because we did try to follow like a plan last time.
Yeah. So no script. That's we'll have to try to get a guest on
next podcast. Yeah.
But one last thing that we should talk about is upcoming videos. I feel like that's how we should end all of them.
Yes.
Because we had a talk probably 2 weeks ago. Just like we were kind of planning out. So we know for sure we want to do a found footage type fake ghost hunting video.
This kind of October-ish.
Yeah, because I've always wanted to do it. That idea has been floating around. Like, yeah, it's been floating around. I've just never gotten around to like, how do we actually film it? Like, I've never, but I think we can pull that off.
Just with our phone and stuff.
Yeah, and just
phones.
like very organic, like just
phones. That'd be good. GoPro.
Yeah, maybe don't say the Christmas one, but we have a good Christmas video idea. Like, I don't want to say what it is, but it's.
I don't want to spoil it.
It's gonna be so funny. I'll tell you after the podcast when I figured out like why I would be like why would we be mad. Yeah. Okay. And then we had another. Oh, we want to do another Ultimate video.
Yeah, Ultimate.
Like
Ultimate something fine.
Because we always
section,
have
help us out, even though we don't get
comment
comments.
section, even though we don't get comments. But we always like do like Ultimate. It started with pillow fight, Ultimate pillow fight, Ultimate lightsaber portal fight, and then Ultimate food fight. What could
we do?
Yeah, I don't know. We got to figure that one out.
Ultimate. I don't know.
And then
Ultimate sports battle.
Should we talk about the? We didn't talk about your ordained thing. We gotta talk about that real quick.
Okay, yeah. So, all right. I am an ordained minister. I told Matthew this, a couple weeks ago?
This is a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, and...
it's for his dad's wedding, which we mentioned at the beginning of the podcast.
I am marrying my father and his fiancée. So, yeah, I got ordained and all that. And Matthew is very...
Had a little freak out.
Yeah, you had a moment. It was late. It was like midnight. And it's...
I'm not going to go off, because I know that's what you want to see.
Yeah, it's recorded. Don't worry.
So what we did was, I jokingly made a joke. We were just having a conversation. Mm-hmm. I made a joke saying, "Oh, this should be the podcast," and we were gonna film it the next day, but something happened.
I think you were at work too late.
Yeah, and then just everything fell through. But Logan, I'm glad you did this. Pulled out his phone. I didn't even know he was doing this. Yeah. Puts on voice memos.
And started recording.
Got the last 10 minutes of our conversation, but it's gold.
It's amazing.
It's and what we want to do, we initially want to get it
animated.
Yeah, we threw it out like, oh, it'd be cool if we knew an animator, but we don't know anybody. And then
comment section, if any of you guys are animators, hit us up.
Hit us up. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. But then something came to mind. I don't know exactly how, but I thought of the show Drunk History, where basically they get someone drunk and then they try to tell like a historical event or like something pop culture, and then they try to tell it, obviously. Yeah. But then, obviously you're drunk, so you're kind of like, just like lose it. Yeah. And so, but they get actual actors and sets and they like lip sync what the actor's doing. So I was like, that'd be funny if we got some of our friends to lip sync the conversation, because all we have is the audio, but no video. So we're looking to like do something with that.
It's a golden clip we have, and we want to put it out there somehow.
And I started today actually kind of chopping it up a little bit.
Did you?
Yeah, because a lot of it's repetitive, because I always circle back like, how did this happen? How is this legal?
I love the what?
Yeah, there's a part where I'm like, because we were saying we're gonna film the podcast, and I was like, you're gonna bring the papers, and then you hear like that's us shaking hands, and then I go, okay. And then it goes silent for like 10 seconds. And then I go, how are you an ordained minister? And then it's just like...
It's amazing. It's a golden clip.
It is, because it's so generic. It's so real.
Yeah. You had no idea I was recording.
I had no idea, yeah.
I honestly forgot I was recording.
And then you picked it up, and then at the end you're like, I'm so glad we had this conversation because of this. And then it just ends,
I'll send you this.
I'll send you this. And then I remember you cutting it. I was like... But I was so glad you did it.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Golden moments. I mean, we have genuinely funny conversations.
We do off camera a lot, obviously.
And that's why we decided to do the podcast.
Yeah.
That's why I feel like this was such a better podcast, because
we didn't have a script.
We didn't have a script, and we really are just... I feel like facing each other is much better.
That was better,
because I feel like in the last podcast, I was breaking my neck trying to look at you.
Just looking like that. Like, yo, what up?
This is better. It's easier to talk.
Yeah, and it's such a nice night. Obviously, I don't think we'll film.
We've had some real conversations
right here. Yeah, or in the backyard. The last one was in the backyard. Yeah, it's always like right here. This is just a good... Maybe this is like the spot. Maybe this is like what...
This is the spot.
It's like,
it's the spot.
Yeah, but no, it was a good podcast.
It was.
This one was a lot better, I think.
Yeah.
A lot more generic, or not generic, but like... Genuine, that's the word I'm looking for. Organic, yeah. So...
Excited for the next one.
I know.
We have to get a guest next time.
We'll have to get a guest, and I'm sorry that life has just been so busy, like getting something out there, like getting together. Always good to catch up. I mean,
Always.
I feel like I see you every weekend, but like
Yeah.
you know, sometimes you're like, I don't want to film. You know.
Yeah, I mean, it's so hard sometimes. Like sometimes you just want to
Chill.
not be on camera.
You want to chill the F out.
Yeah, you want to Matthew. You need to chill the F out.
Oh, that's such a good story. I think I talked about that last podcast.
Yeah.
I remember, right?
Yeah, your coworker. That's.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was.
Right.
Thank you guys for tuning in to the Mattyam and Friends podcast.
Hope you enjoy. Yeah, friends, even though it's me.
Yeah, we're not friends. Yeah. Well, next time we'll get a guest. And
Definitely.
how did we? We just. I feel like we should have something to end with. I don't know.
We need like an intro and an outro like theme song. It'd be really funny. No. It should be a Mattyam rap.
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, it depends if you want that to be an exclusive.
I know. I keep forgetting to do it on BTS as of lately, and every time I edit, I'm so mad. I'm like, I forgot to do the rap.
You could have a generic rap that you do, and then you just play it right before and right after.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like the teaser video.
Oh, the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just me saying podcast.
You just saying podcast and clips of us screwing around. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, we don't have an outro, so.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, buddy. I didn't say
You didn't say it last time.
Last time I just cut it.
Yep. You did. It hurt my feelings.
I'm glad. Yeah.
Screw you.
Screw you.
That's a good way to end it. Just like screw you.
Screw you.
Screw you.
Screw you.
Yeah.
All right, good.
All right, good.